back to our buddy Ivan. So this guy has been riding around for quite a while, and he comes to this mountain, and the mountain is giant, super steep. It's impossible to ride a horse up there. And lo and behold, he actually finds his brothers there. Both of them are at the bottom of this mountain, and neither one knows what to do. They just cannot get on top, and that's where they need to go in order to accomplish this mission. So they all say hello, they start riding together, and they come to this steel rock, which weighs at least half a ton. And on the rock, it basically says, whoever throws this rock to the top of the mountain, that's the person who gets the entry. And both of the older brothers tried to pick up the rock and throw, but they weren't able to. But Ivan shows up, bada bing, bada boom, one hand picks up the rock, tosses it to the top of the mountain. He makes it, and immediately there appears a ladder. So he gets off his wonderful horse. He pierces his pinky and he drips some blood into a glass, and he hands his brothers the glass of blood from his pinky, and he says, if the blood turns black, don't bother waiting for me, obviously I'm dead. They say goodbye, and Ivan continues on his way. He gets to the top of the mountain, and the views are just impeccable. There are forests and berries and birds like you've never seen before. Ivan goes forward for a long time by himself, and after a while he comes to this house, and the house is gorgeous. It's basically a mansion, and in this mansion is living a king's daughter. Our homie Russian Voldemort had previously stolen on a completely unrelated mission. So Ivan, he keeps on walking around this house, the fence of the house, but there are no doors, so he doesn't know how to get in, right? The king's daughter is looking down from a window, so she sees somebody outside. She comes out to the balcony and she screams down to him. She says, look, next to the fence, there's a tiny little crawl space, like a hole. If you touch it with your pinky, doors will appear, right? So that's basically what happened. Ivan comes up, he finds the little hole, he puts the pinky to it, and the door appears. So at that point, the king's daughter is so excited to see him. She welcomes him, she gives him water, food, she's very welcoming. They're sitting at the table chatting. He tells her about his mission, about how his mom got stolen, where he's been so far, and that he came to rescue his mom from Koshei the Deathless. Now, the king's daughter tells him, well, it's gonna be difficult, honestly, Ivan. He is deathless, first of all, so he's probably gonna kill you. But he does come visit me quite often. He has this sword, which is super heavy, right, that he left behind. Maybe that's going to help. See if you can pick it up, and if you can pick it up, then you should go and you'll probably succeed in your mission. So not only was Ivan able to pick up this unliftable sword, which also is like the sword in King Arthur, the one that was stuck in a rock that nobody could pick up except for King Arthur. Same vibes, right? It's an unliftable sword that Koshei usually carries around that he forgot at the king's daughter's entrapment place, and Ivan goes, and because he's worthy, not only can he pick it up, he can actually toss it up and catch it again like a really good bartender. From here, he goes forward. He keeps on going along his way, and he comes to another house. After the secret that the king's daughter told him, he already knows how to get in. He comes into the house, and his mom is in there. He finally found his mom. They hugged, they cried, and here he actually tests his strength a little bit. So there's a ball which weighs a couple of tons that nobody obviously can pick up, and he picks up that ball and he hides it in his pocket, right? And right about now, his mom says, hey, Koshei the Deathless is coming. This is usually when he shows up. You should totally hide, right? So obviously, Ivan puts the ball in his pocket and he hides. So Koshei the Deathless comes into the house and says, fee fi fo fum. All fairy tales are kind of the same. Anyway, fee fi fo fum, smells like Russian spirit in here. I can smell it, but I can't see it. Something like Russian swine showed up on its own. Who was here? Not your son, is it? No, Koshei, what are you talking about? Of course not. You've been traveling Russia all day. Probably smells like Russian spirit from you. You're just going a little bit cuckoo, says Ivan's mom. And he sits next to him, more of a just really kind words, asking him how his day has been, etc. So she's doing one of those, and she's sucking up to him, and she's sort of easing his suspicions. And then slyly, when he's a little bit more relaxed, and I would assume a little bit tipsy, she says, "Hey, Koshei, where's your death? Where do you hide it? I know you're deathless, but there must be a little secret. You can tell me. I'm not going to tell anybody." And Koshei is all relaxed. He's had a nice day. He's been relaxing. They're having a nice conversation. He's like, "Yeah, I have a death, but nobody knows about it. It's under an oak, and under an oak there's a pirate chest. And in the pirate chest there's actually a bunny. And inside the bunny there's a duck. And in the duck there's an egg. And in the egg is where my death is." So he tells her this, they hang out a little bit longer, and then he just takes off on his deathless business. A little while passes, and Ivan gets his mom's blessing and basically goes off to find Koshei in order to kill him.